Hello everyone, this is Dr. Hayes. I was trying to use this new software that I found, this new website, to do a screencast where I can show you some things on the SurveyMonkey website while I'm describing them. So I made this little screencast. I'm gonna make this video for you to see because it wasn't working very well the other day when I was trying to do it live. So I made this to show you. So when you go up here to surveymonkey.com, mine was already signed in, but it'll prompt you to come over here up to this side, is where it'll probably say log in or sign up or something like that. So you'll need to sign up for an account, and it's free. So you can do that. And once you get an account, it will probably bring you to this page, which is the dashboard, which is like current surveys you have running right now, and other announcements and things. But up here on the top left, if you go to my surveys, it should take you to the surveys. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so these are some surveys that I had from before, but you can kind of see, look, I've had this many responses in each one. So the surveys can continue to collect results even after, unless you stop them or cancel them. So you'll have a button that says Create Survey. So I wanted to show you what that looks like. All right, so probably if you do Start from Scratch, that's the one that's easiest for our assignment. So let's see, I'm just going to name it 102. Okay, and the survey category, you can choose different kinds. I usually do market research because that seems to be like kind of the closest to a research how we would that we are using them for. So creating survey. So when you come over here, your survey gets started. I want you to look at these options across the front here. So you're in the design survey phase right now. Then when you're done, you can preview it, and then you'll go to collect responses, analyze responses, present, all of these things. I will show you in just a second. But you go over here to there's a question bank of like pre-written questions that, I don't find that to be very helpful. But I mean, some of them are demographic questions like what's your gender, and it already has it set up for you. What is your age range? So if you want to go to the question bank to look for some demographic questions to add to your survey, that's fine. But what I always do is come down to this next one that looks like a Tetris piece and do the builder, the kinds of questions. So you can see here, when you hover over it, it shows you a sample of what that kind of question looks like. And so you can kind of, see a little bit about how the question would look if you create it in that design. So basically at this point, you just need to kind of browse through and see which kind of questions make the most sense to you as far as like what you need, what sample question or question style. I would stay away from the comment box ones or like the text box ones, because you are trying to get quantitative data. You're trying to get countable statistical data, not just text boxes. Now you can use this. You can even use a SurveyMonkey page like this to set up your interview. Like if you had questions like this and you put a spot for them to answer, you could send that to your interviewee as an easy way for them to answer your questions if you wanted to do it that way. But for the survey portion, the quantitative portion, you need to stick to the sort of countable, quantifiable types of questions. I think, yeah, you can change the appearance, and there's things over here. There's different options, but basically just start and pick questions. When you pick one, I'll show you what it does. It adds it over here and you ask your question. You can have as many choices as you want. If you need another row, you can add more rows there. If like you need more options, you're not stuck with just that one. Yeah, so just kind of play with the options a little bit, and you can make it where it's required. You can make it where every person who opens up the survey gets a random order of options. So I mean, I know professors who make tests in SurveyMonkey doing this. So yeah, I'm not going to build a complete new one from scratch though. I'm going to go and show you one that I've already got just for the sake of time. So I'm going to go to this one so you can kind of see a completed one. So if I go to preview, you can see what in this window here is what people will see. On a laptop, you can see what it'll look like on a tablet. You can see what it'll look like on a phone. Right, so you can kind of preview what your survey will look like and go through and see what the people will see. This one was all about like games and sports and things, so that's what this one was. So once you preview it and make sure it looks right, I want to show you a couple more things. Go to collect responses, and I put this as a screen capture in Discord the other day, but I just wanted to show you. You can do a web link. That's like the main kind of collector. There's new ones down here. You can come. It'll create and draft an email for you. It'll draft social media posts for you, a Facebook Messenger post. But the easiest way, I think, is the web link, because if you click on that, it takes you to basically this link, and if you copy that link and send it to somebody, you're sending them that link to take the survey. You're collecting the responses, and this is the link I was telling you about. If you wanted to send it to me before you send it out to everybody else, and I can kind of do a dry run and go through it and make sure it makes sense and make sure that there aren't any issues. It's not required for you to do that, but if you want to do that, you can. This would be the link you send that. To collect the responses, get that web link. Okay, then once the way you're going to turn in the survey is here in Analyze Results. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah, so in Analyze Results, it automatically takes the answers from your questions and puts them into chart form. And it has it represented in a variety of different ways. And you can customize each one, like you can make it look like a pie chart, or a vertical instead of horizontal. Like there's all these different things you can do instead of the default that it gives you. So if you want it to look a certain way or whatever, you can go to customize. I don't know that a pie chart really applies. Maybe it does. I guess they make it work. Point is, it's so easy. It does it for you. Yeah, it's already visual and ready to go. So what you're going to do to here's the individual responses. That's the other thing. If you wanted to go to individual responses, instead of a summary of everybody's answers statistically, you can see each person who filled it out and what their answers were. I don't know how that would come in handy, but some people might want to see that. And you can go see from one to the next. So when you're going to submit it to me, I'm going to go back to the summary page. This is important because this is what you'll need to send me. Go up here to Save As. Not the Save As on each question that's gray, but the green Save As at the top of the whole summary page. you can click that and get shared data link. And so when you click on that, popped by a block-up. Blocked by a pop-up. I said popped by a lot. Anyway, blocked by a pop-up. It'll come to this page right here. And it gives you some options. That all looks fine to me. Get link. Okay, so it gives you this link. And so you will copy this shared data link, the shared link, and copy that and save it, and like maybe just copy it into Canvas, like in a text box when you turn in the field research in Canvas, or you can just copy it into an email message and send it to me, copy it into a text message and send it to me, however you want to do, but just make sure I get this shared data link and I can see your results. So this is what it'll look like whenever, oh gosh, I don't know what it's doing. It's doing a weird thing. This is what it'll look like whenever I get your thing, your shared data link. I can see, more importantly, I can see what questions you asked, so I can scroll down through and see each question. I can also see how many people filled it out to make sure the minimum amount of people required filled it out, and I can see what kind of results you got. I'm not as worried about the results as far as giving you the credit for the survey. I'm just going to be looking at two things. Did you have at least 5 questions that are not demographic? So if you have demographic questions, they need to be extra beyond your 5 questions. But I'm going to check to make sure you have at least 5 subject matter questions, and I'm going to make sure that enough people, at least 20 people, filled out every question. So that's the main thing is going to be looking for. And if I log into this link one day and it's only 15, I can check it again and make sure you get the 20, because this link will constantly update as people fill out your survey. You don't have to send me a new link each time. Okay, I think that's the main thing. Let's see what the present results is. I think it just gives you ways that you can, oh yeah, I think you have to you can put it on your dashboard, and it'll give you, like, you can hit new and it'll make a presentation. But so the main thing is the collect responses and the analyze results. Yeah, I want to make sure you guys know how to turn it in. That's the main thing. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, definitely get in touch with me. But in the meantime, just make the survey as best you can, and good luck. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.